mad at somebody, you need to be mad at yourself. It's your fault why your son was in juvie. It's your fault why your son kept getting beat up. It's your fault why your son is now in the upper room. Pushing Tee in the grave, that was really disrespectful. Tee, why'd you let him do that to you? Nobody pisses me off more on this show than Tee. Henrietta is annoying, but Tee pisses me off to the umpteenth power. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, granted, the police officer was with him, but why did y'all let him do that to you? What type of gangster is you? I feel like pillow talking and T's relationship with the women is definitely gonna play a big part in the downfall of them. I'm sorry, but I don't care who it is. Unless it's Meech, I'm trying to figure out why you need to share all this personal information with anybody. Like, cause why? I just feel like you're telling her too much. Unless she's about to go move some bricks, I don't think that she needs to know any of that. I think she should just mind her business. But who am I? Nosy neighbor is annoying. I just hope that this isn't another character that they're throwing in here just to throw some random characters in here. And then boom, when you know she's gonna move or she's gonna be dead. I have to figure out why you thought things were going good. What was going good outside the bedroom? If it wasn't for him, you probably wouldn't have even made it back to Detroit. I don't know why you thought meeting with Henrietta was a good idea. I don't know if it was just throwing stuff at the wall to see what will stick. But that was quite dumb. Henrietta is no. That was dumb and a waste of his time and your time. When characters waver their loyalty to they people for people that you don't even know. Granted, the person that his partner is out of his mind. He's playing a losing game. But I feel like the fact that you've known him all your life, like, damn, do you have any loyalty to anybody? And I feel like if you'll do that to your mans that you know all your life, who's the fuck to say that you won't do that to Meech? And then when it's all said and done, who's the fuck to say that you won't be one of the people on the stand testifying against him? Or trying to testify against him? I just feel like it's the inevitable. Compassion for her and understanding and all that shit. But I'm trying to figure out how you had your partner was something like a sister. You barely knew her. We barely knew her. That was another character that they added and killed for just, I don't know, people to kill. At this point, I'm starting to wonder, do the people that are in the writing room know any drug dealers? Have they read any books about drug dealers? Waking up is a headache when you're a drug dealer. Your family gets on your nerves. The people that you deal with get on your nerves. The crackheads get on your nerves. Adding all these unnecessary people that's not going to be in the story and killing them off. What the fuck is the purpose of that? I get it. He's caught up in this entanglement with Wanda and Markeisha. But this is another thing that I don't feel like you should be telling her any of your personal business. Because when it all falls down, is she really going to be there for you? Is she going to tell the people on you? You don't know what the fuck she's going to do. I think you should just keep some shit to your personal self. You don't need to tell her your personal business to fuck her. You could just tell her, you could make up something and tell her. It doesn't matter. I just feel like this isn't a good idea, you telling her all your personal business. It's quite that you have nothing to lose. But what in your mind said going there was a great idea and that you were going to be able to go in, shoot Henrietta, and come out? What? You were a cop. You're a criminal. Nothing in your brain told you, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea. Brian, I don't know what you should do. Go back to the drawing board and make a new plan. So let's start there. Now, Lucille has been annoying the hell out of me. You're mad at her because she said something to you, and you have that man calling the house where your husband still lives, and she's lying for you. I think you should be mad at yourself, Lucille, not her. I like the storyline when Nicole had gotten a job and, was, being a teenager, doing things that teenagers do. Not this fucking shit. Why can't she go back to the hair shop and work? I think she should go back to the hair shop and work. Does she still work at the hair shop? How about we take Nicole back to the hair shop? Because she's in too much of grown folks' business. She should be at the hair shop. I understand the reason why Meech did this. It makes sense. But it makes sense because, he know that he doesn't really want to be in it, but he's in it. His partner done made this mess. But can you really trust somebody that will turn on their right hand man? It's like he done known this nigga his whole life. He don't even know you. Just about some money, like, you don't know what the fuck in it when it's all said and done, what he gonna do. I just don't think that this is a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't. And even if they take out old boy with the dreads, I still feel like in the end, the guilt of what you're doing to your mans is gonna come back on you, and you're not gonna want to live with that at all. This back and forth makes me mad because now I see where Terry gets it from, and it's not Charles. It's Lucille. Stop doing the back and forth with Charles. I'm never on Charles's side, but you're doing too much. If you're gonna be done, be done. I mean, what does he bring to the table anyways? Meech is paying the bills. I never thought I would say this, but I would much rather Lamar being a full blown crackhead chasing Meech and Terry than looking at her. Fire. The sword throwing. She just annoys me. I know there has to be a villain, but when you're a drug dealer, there's a lot of people that can be villains. Yo, mama could be a villain. Not that I want Lucille to be a villain, but why add this lady? I knew that this was going to happen. I didn't know that this was how it was going to happen, but I knew eventually it was going to come back to bite him. You cannot save nobody. That you guys grew up in church, you should pray for them and tell Jesus to save them. You cannot save them. You cannot save her. She is a lost cause. How the next man will pay her? You should have drug her out the house how Charles drug out Helen.